Today we're going to learn about how to use Canva.com. So when you are at Canva.com, you do have to make your own account. So first you make your own account and then you're going to see this screen right here. So I'm at the home area right now, and so what I'm going to do is there's a search bar right in the middle here, and I'm going to type in Instagram. Once I type Instagram, it's going to show me the suggested post that I can use, so I can use this one. So Instagram post. And once I click on this, I'm just going to use a blank one. Alright, so this is the template that we're going to use for Instagram style posts. This is great because most social medias will use this kind of dimension. And this is great for uploading to Facebook and Instagram. So as you can see on the left, there's the templates, the photos, the elements, the text, music, videos, background, uploads, folders, and more. You don't have to really worry about everything up front, but what you do need to know is that we do need to get pictures right now. So I'm going to head over to another website. Alright, so we're at a website and it's called Unsplash.com, and this is great because you can get commercial free graphics from this. I believe at the time of this making this video, the licensing does allow you to use their graphics and pictures to design your own graphics for your social media. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just search up regular kind of photos, and what I'm going to search up is forest. And right now, as you can see, I am scrolling down to see pictures that I want to use. So I like this one, so I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to click this arrow button right here. I'm going to download it. And then I'm going to scroll down. I like this one. And I'm going to grab a couple just so I have enough photos for the template. Alright, so we're back at canva.com, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all the files that I've downloaded and all the images, and I'm just going to drag it in here. Alright, so right now, as you can see, it is uploading all the files right now, so I'm just gonna wait. Alright, so I just chose an image that I have downloaded, so what I'm gonna do is try to make this expanded so it fits this square. So on the corners, you're gonna see this circle, and this is an indicator that you can use this option to expand it. And I'm gonna expand it right now with the corners. And then you also do have to be careful with the resolution. Sometimes if you expand it too much, the quality starts to die down. So you want to make sure the picture has good quality. So I'm going to expand it a little bit more. Alright, so that is expanded. So now I'm going to adjust it by just clicking on the left button of my mouse, and I'm going to drag it down. Okay, I think this is fine because I do want to show this little entrance right here. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is actually make this a little darker. The reason why I want to make it a little darker because I want to put text over this, and the text is kind of hard to read when the background is kind of bright. So what I'm gonna do is go to Elements on the left, go to Shapes right here, and I'm gonna click on the square. Once the square is there, I'm gonna just put it over it. So I'm gonna drag it, and I'm gonna use the left corner, or excuse me, right bottom corner, and then I'm gonna drag it. As you can see, it is covered up. So the trick is this. First I'm gonna do is make this black. So I'm gonna go to the color section right here, go to black, and it's still covered, right? So I'm still clicked on the image, but I'm gonna go to this transparency option, and I'm gonna lower the transparency quite a bit until the image is seen. And I'm gonna lower it to maybe like 25. Now I just want to show you what it looks like without it. So this is without it. That's the regular, and then this is when it's darker. So it's just enough. I don't want to make it too dark because you can't see it anymore. 50 looks okay too, but again, it's still a little too dark for me, so I go to 25. And you can play around with the numbers. It depends on which photo you use. So now the image looks perfect. I love it, and I'm gonna go to shapes again. And I'm going to click see all. These are all the shape options, and you're going to come here quite a bit because I use the shapes a lot. And I'm going to use this one right here with the outline of the square. I clicked on it, and then I'm going to shrink it down. And if you're wondering why I'm shrinking this down, it's because these lines right here, they're kind of a little bit too bulky or too long for me. So unfortunately, when I expand it like this, I cannot shrink these lines. So what I have to do is I actually have to shrink it down to the size of the line I want, And what I want is very thin lines. So, and then I drag it up with these horizontal little squares here, so, or rectangles, like I should say. So I'm gonna drag it like this, and you can see here that there are actual pink lines or purplish lines coming up. And Canva's great because it tells you the exact outline that I should do. So this is the outline I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna follow it. All right, so there you go. So I got two things going on. I got this square image right here, and I got another outline square right here. So after this, I'm gonna actually put a text. So I'm gonna go text right here. I'm gonna go to heading or add a heading, click on it, and then I'm gonna put the words. So I'm gonna put this is a 21-day fast. I'm gonna click out, and then I'm just gonna drag this up a little bit. I want this a little bit bigger, and this is very important. This is kind of when you're getting to typography, and there is a style to design of the text, so you want to make a good text as well. But for now, I'm just gonna place them well. I'm gonna make another add a heading, click out, and then I'm gonna type in 21-day fast, day 12. Extend this a little bit, and you really got to use your eye on this one. So if you want to make it like this, or if you want to make it like this, I like it like this. I think it looks a little bit more cleaner and more minimalistic. And I actually kind of like this font, but let's just explore a little bit. You know, one of my favorite fonts is Lato or Lato, and I use this one quite a bit. Again, you can explore different fonts. Montserrat's kind of a cool font too as well. And I want to make this bold. The reason for that is I wanted to make it pop out a little bit more so the viewers can see it. Because you got to remember, when you're on social media, you only have a few seconds for their attention. So if they can't read the text, then they're going to scroll back up or down. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And that's what I want to mention too. Sometimes the design might look great, but if it's not readable, then there's really no point. Because again, the whole point is to capture the audience's attention. Okay, so I'm just gonna play around with this a little bit. I'm gonna just make this a little bit bigger. I want to make sure everything's aligned. So again, those pink lines that are popping up. See, this is straight in the middle right here, but I don't want them in the middle. I want it just right above it, and this one right underneath it. I think this looks great, so I'm gonna use this. On the right top corner, you're just gonna see an arrow, and you're gonna click on it. And you're going to press download. Now this part is very important for the file types. Canva does a good job of saying suggested, and it's PNG, and PNG is the highest quality, and a JPEG is a small file size image, and then there's PDF as well. I'm going to download it. It's going to say a quote, just let it download, and it should be downloaded to your computer, and that's how you design a graphic.